Uh, for me, I think it's great, especially you get a guy up front that was really good in college. Hopefully, can come in here and complement the defensive line. Then you get guy in the back end. Hopefully, he can come in here and try to help us win right away. Then you get some linebackers and things like that. So, especially from a defensive point, you know, we know there's a couple of holes we had that we needed to correct, and hopefully the draft did that, and hopefully another year with some of the younger guys can come in, get healthy and help us make a push to win this division and win a Super Bowl ultimately. No, I haven't met any of the younger guys. I chatted with Nazir. I chatted with Nazir over the phone through text and things. He's excited to come here and try to help us win. But I'm pretty sure all the younger guys are eager to come here and help us win. And I know everybody get a chance to see them this weekend.
What's the message you have for your young players? You guys had a pretty formidable defense last season. As you mentioned, a couple of holes that you're looking to fill. What's your message for these guys as far as being ready and getting this team to the next level?
I say just come in and try to learn. Come in and try to learn. I think the hardest part is learning the playbook and trying to learn how to be a pro. I know, my first year, I didn't know how to be a pro, but, I got underneath, older guy's wing, and he taught me how to be a pro. So hopefully they can come in and try to learn, just like DJ did last year. A couple of the older veterans, safety guys took him under his wing, and he was able to flourish because he was one of those guys that had come in. He didn't have a big ego. He was able to learn from some of the older guys, and you see what it did for him. I think, coming in, you got all the time on your hands now. You're here all day, so to be able to come in here and study, be able to watch film, learn how to watch film, because it's definitely a little different. The hashes are different, so it's not going to be the same as in college. So you got to come in and, learn how to come in here and work. Yeah, I seen a little film on him. Ball hawk, playmaker, and I think at this level, that's what you need. So a guy that can cause turnovers, to get extra possessions for the offense, and I think we got a lot of those guys on this defense. So hopefully he can come in right away and do the same thing he did in college. People always say, he went to a smaller school, but he went to the Senior Bowl and did the same thing he did in college. So, he did it with the best competition at the Senior Bowl. We might have gave it to him a little last year, but he looked a lot better this year. Coming off that injury, I think he got the right mindset, trying to get healthy and come in here and help us win. As you can tell, when he's on the field, he definitely helped us as a defense. We're a better tackling team when he's on the field, and we're just a better defense.
You go from last year, good year, but not how you wanted it to end. How did you kind of get away? At what point was it, okay, last year's behind us, and now I'm mentally ready for this year?
Right away. Last year was behind me as soon as the season was over, especially after the Super Bowl. I took some vacation, so it was behind me after my vacations as soon as I got on the flight. But you got to start thinking back, especially when you're starting to come back and starting to work out, the things that you personally have to get better at, and take that into accountability when you're working out in the off season. Try to correct some of those things, and then as a team and as a defense, you got to see what you did good and what you didn't do as well, and come in here and try to correct it. And that's what the coaches do. So they watch the film and see what we need to correct, and they tell us, and we just try to go out there and correct it.
One or two things that you take away from that game as a defense that you need to improve on this offseason and go back and look at?
From the Patriots game, we got to tackle well, play sound football, because with a team like that, with Tom Brady and just a team that's know how to win, you can't get behind like that. We knew we'll be able to reel them in a little bit in the second half, but the cushion was just too big. You just can't get behind on teams like that. And I think, especially as the defense, tackle better, probably get better in the man-to-mans in that game. I think if we get another chance at them, hopefully next year, this year coming up, that we'll do a better job.
Hey, Casey, 2 Pro Bowls, NFL Man of the Year nominee. What do you have to personally improve upon this season to get better, to be the better player you want to be?
Man, just try to get better at the man-to-mans and things like that. Work on my tackling. Get the ball, cause turnovers. Things I've been doing over and over for the past couple years. And I think as a whole, for me, it was about winning. So, help the team win 12 games, and that's what it's about. So if we can win 16 games and I play well, then I think I did my job, no matter what the stats is or things like that. The goal is to try to come in here and win each and every game. Realistically, it probably won't happen, but that's the goal each and every week, to win. So no matter who you're playing. So for me, it's just come in here and try to help this team win as much as we can and win a division. And then if the accolades come with that, and if I'm playing well, the accolades will come with it. So.
Do you guys take a look at the schedule at all, like as players?
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts on the schedule?
Colts. I just know that was the first game to play the Colts. So that's what you kind of worry about, the first game, who you play first. And because we know we played the division teams twice, so we already automatically know that. We just don't know when. But the first game is probably the most important game, and that's the Colts game. And then I think Detroit is after that. Only reason I know that because one of my friends played for Detroit, and he already talked mess to me. He said he going to whoop our ass. So that's the only reason I know that game.
How much better could Desmond King be this season, you think, coming off of what he just did?
I think a lot better. I think the sky's the limit for Desmond. He's a great player already. Of course, there's plenty of things for him to get better at, just like every guy, like myself, from the top to bottom, Phil to whoever they might say the last person on the roster. Everybody can get better. So if he can get just a little better at something that he wasn't as good at, he's going to be dominant again. So if he can just get better at the little things that the coach told him to get better at, he'll have a better year, and he'll be all pro again.
Casey, we talk about the secondary, and we use the Jack Boys moniker a lot. It's kind
Yeah.
of taken a life of its own.
Yeah.
How has it evolved over the last 2 years, especially with guys coming and going, and how is that energy kind of manifesting itself to the rest of the team? Because it seems like the secondary brings the energy for this team.
Yeah, I think so. I think as a whole, I think we're pretty close. We're pretty close. We treat each other like brothers, but the Jack Boy thing came. One of the guys that were here, he went to Houston. I think that was their little motto that they used to say, Jack Boys, and he was here, so we kind of took it and ran with it. So, but I know Houston, they the Jack Boys too. So that the university, sorry, but here, like you say, when you think about Jack Boy, you think about somebody that's coming to take something. As a whole, that's what we're trying to do: get turnovers, take the ball away, and do that. But as a whole, as a mindset, I think we're just so close, and that's why we bring the energy. And if we're playing well, we feel like our defense is playing well.
Over the weekend, you, Derwin, and Keenan went to the Houston Rockets game.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you guys?
It was crazy. It was a good experience to see those guys, to see somebody at a different profession to be so great. You can see the Kevin Durant's, the Currys, the Harden, to see what those guys do week in and week out, game in game. And that's what we try to kind of do in ours, week in and week out, and try to be the best, just like those guys try to be the best. But just to see it so up close is different, because those guys are huge. I'm a mini to those guys. I'm so mini. I look like Isaiah Thomas to those guys, so. But it was a great experience. We try to go somewhere every week. We might try to go to the game and go in the state, so we'll see Wednesday.
What's the reason you're going there?
I like basketball. That's one of my favorite sports. I'll tell somebody earlier, I grew up playing basketball. I probably was a bigger basketball fan than I was football. I just ended up being better in football. Russell Westbrook, my favorite player. I just like his demeanor, the way he carries himself, and he playing 100% every game. So that's why he's probably one of my favorite players.
But you're probably bigger than Steph.
Bigger, but he's tall. He like 6'3". He's 6. We might weigh the same, but he like 6'3". Tall guy.
It's pretty astonishing what you see when you see him firsthand.
Yeah, all of them, because when you see it on TV, you think everybody is small, especially the guards, and they like 6'3", 6'4". All the guards, like they look like Mike Williams, all of them.
So what happens when you see a guy like KD who's like almost?
Oh yeah, nah, I look like a midget. Like I seen him, he's up close, like it's like this much difference, and it's crazy. But those guys are special players, and if you can be special in any profession, you could be the top of the game like KD and Steph are, and Harden is. You doing something right.
When's the last time you played competitive hoop game?
This playoff, probably months ago. months ago. I do a basketball tournament back home each and every year, so that was probably the last time I did one. This was so long ago. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Casey.
All right, no problem. Thank you.